Hello everybody and welcome back to Brandon's Brands, where luxury is always on display on all different levels. Today we will be reviewing the 1983 E-line from Timex in the Tiffany blue dial. This will be a full review. We'll go over everything you need to know about this watch. If you're interested in buying this watch, it will be covered in this video, and let's get into it. So starting with the box, you open it up. It's a pretty standard box from Timex. Get it up. You just get a watch pillow. I already sized the watch, so there's some extra links in there. And that's all there is for the box. So, I mean, it's nothing fancy, but for what you're getting, it's pretty good. Gives you that vintage feel just a little bit. All right, so getting into the watch, we have it on with the Tiffany blue kind of dial here. It does have an expansion bracelet. As you can see, there's no clasp, no really visible pins either. And it just kind of goes on your wrist like so. Now, this is obviously an automatic movement. It is a Japanese automatic movement. And it is the 1983 E-line, as we previously mentioned. Now, this is a re-release of the old Timex watch from 1983, featuring the TV dial, if that's what it has been nicknamed by fans, which actually introduced in 1983. So it's kind of cool to see that. It has a 34 millimeter case size with 50 meters of water resistance. It's a dress watch that was re-released and has been put into the modern world. Now, the watch retails for $249 on Timex's website. That is, if you can actually get your hands on it, specifically more this color, because the other colors, some of them you can get, but this tends to be on pre-order, so keep your eyes out. But there are some other nicer dial colors. I obviously own the teal, the blue. So those are my personal favorites. I'm biased, just a little bit. But it is stainless steel for the bracelet and the watch itself. And you can see it shows the date on the dial of the watch. And it does have a crown. You can see it's just closed case back, but I think that's pretty obvious. It's definitely a piece of vintage history from a brand that has been around for 170 years. And Timex as a brand has been, obviously, it's well known to make affordable, everyday watches that the common folk, general public, you could say, can wear, right? Watches that range in the $100 ranges to even below that. But, you know, with Timex coming up now, we saw with the Ateliers hitting almost $1,000, right? So Timex is, I guess, trying to transition to more a luxury, possibly vintage with this watch brand. Now, there is other re-releases coming in the future that I know of. We'll get more into depth about that later in this video, but let's focus a little more on this watch and get a closer look on the wrist. I know I put it on, but let's get a closer look at it. Taking a look at the watch on my wrist here, you can see, like I mentioned previously, it has a 34 millimeter case size, and it has a 12 millimeter case height with 20 millimeters lug to lug. So it's a smaller watch, obviously an older re-edition dress piece. Very cool. Definitely can be worn as a daily. If you're looking for, I wouldn't say cheap, but lower end costing watch, this is definitely something I would get. Now, would I get it in the Tiffany blue, wearing it to work every day? I mean, if you want to pop, sure, but there's a lot of different color options on this too. And I think it's just really cool. I love how they do the expansion bracelets because it's their, and I quote, perfect fit technology. But it's a very comfortable bracelet watch, nice to wear. It has the Miyota caliber 8215 Japanese movement, or 8215. Really cool vintage style watch that I think you could wear out on a nice occasion, but you could also wear it daily. Very versatile use on this watch, and I think it's really cool, and I really like what Timex is doing here. I mentioned Timex's ateliers going to a more higher price range, and, you know, I think they're trying to do great things. I know there's been a lot of controversy on those watches, and I fully support Timex for going to a more luxury price point, if you want to call it that. I've heard on nothing but great things about that watch, and I think they're going to be doing good things. But I mentioned previously a new release, so I'm going to talk to you guys about that, and I'll see you in a second. Now, looking into the future of the re-editions from Timex, Timex is releasing in the spring of this year, upcoming. So probably in the coming of weeks or so, since obviously winter's ending, spring is coming. A 1976 reissue. I wouldn't say it's gonna be similar to the 1983 because, like we said, the TV dial of the 1983 was made in 1983. So it's probably gonna feature a more round dial, and I'm gonna show you guys at least a photo or something. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now of what the actual old one looked like to give you guys an idea of what to do and if it's worth keeping your eyes open or not. Personally, I think all the Timex reeditions are going to be done really nice. I think they're doing a really good job of taking the future and putting it into the present day and making a really nice dress piece or whatever they want to do for a decently affordable price. And it allows people to not only get into the watch industry, which is what I love about brands like Casio and Timex so much, is they allow people that are getting their first watches or just getting into the watch world to have their entry point, to open that door for them. And, you know, Timex has been doing that for, like I mentioned, 170 years. And I think these are almost like celebration pieces of all they have accomplished. And I think Timex has definitely imprinted his name in watch history. This watch is the one I'm wearing, the 1983 E line. Is a very good watch. I'm very excited for 1976. But before I end this video off, I think it's only right if I give this watch a rating for you all. So I gotta get a drum roll in here, but the rating I give for this watch is a 7 out of 10. It's a very versatile watch. It could definitely be daily, it could definitely be beater, it could definitely be your nice watch. It could be pretty much anything you want, make it, right? But then again, it's vintage and it fits into modern day, but it's not modern day. It sounds like I'm crazy, but I give this a 7 out of 10 overall, because I think for what it is, it's great. It's a perfect replica. And for $250, I mean, I gotta expect what I'm paying for. But then again, I feel like there's just some certain details that they could have done a little bit better on this. I do like that they did the expansion bracelet, but it just feels finicky. And the dial is amazing. It's just, there's just some certain things that they could have done better. The finishing, but overall, a really nice piece from Timex. 7 out of 10, could have been better, is amazing. If you have $250 and you're looking for a watch, go buy this watch. Go buy this watch. Go buy this watch in the teal or the blue or the pink or the green, whatever color you want. Go get this watch. This is a great piece. It's a very versatile piece. Brandon approved. And I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.